Now, Stokes theorem. Stokes theorem gives the relation between line integral and surface integral. That is, integral over C f dot dr is equal to double integral over sigma curl of dot n ds, where sigma is a piecewise smooth oriented surface that is bounded by a simple closed piecewise smooth curve C with position with positive orientation if the components of the vector field vector f are continuous and have continuous first partial derivatives on some open set containing sigma. And we know integral over C f dot dr gives the work done along the smooth curve C. The work done can be evaluated using Stokes theorem also. And integral over C f dot dr was equal to double integral over sigma curl of dot n ds. The sigma is a surface on 3 dimension. To find n ds, we use this formula. The formula states that vector f is defined on a smooth surface sigma. We can take the orthogonal projection of sigma to the xy plane so that double integral over sigma f dot n ds can be evaluated over double integral over r del f dot dg into dA. Then dA is equal to dx dy, where del g can be defined like this. Sigma is the given smooth surface of the form z is equal to g of xy. That can be rewritten as g of xy, capital G of xy z equal to z minus gxy equal to 0. That is by taking g to the left side of the equation, and r is the projection of sigma on the xy plane. Then del g is equal to gradient of g, and we know gradient is I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou y plus k dou by dou z of the surface g of xy z is equal to z minus g of xy. That is I into dou by dou x of z minus g of xy. That is minus dou g by dou x plus j into dou by dou y of z minus g of xy. G of xy is equal to dou g by dou y minus dou g by dou y plus k into dou by dou z of z minus g of xy equal to 1. And our expression is given as z is equal to g of xy. For dou g by dou x is same as minus dou z by dou x into I minus dou g by dou y is equal to dou z by dou y into j plus k. Here z is equal to g of xy is the given surface whose projection is taken to the xy plane. Therefore, this integral can be evaluated as integral over a f dot dg into dA, where dA is equal to dx dy. Now, we can find a problem using Stokes theorem, verification of Stokes theorem for a given function. The problem is verify Stokes theorem for the vector field vector f is equal to 2zi plus 3xj plus 5yk. By taking sigma to be the portion of the paraboloid, z is equal to 4 minus x square minus y square, for which z greater than or equal to 0 with upward orientation. And C to be the positively oriented circle x square plus y square equal to 4 that form the boundary of sigma in the xy plane as shown in the figure. The boundary of the circle is x square plus y square equal to 4 and z is greater than 0 with upward orientation. Z axis, this is C, Y, x axis. And by Stokes theorem, we can evaluate the line integral over the boundary C. F dot dr is equal to double integral over sigma curl of dot n ds. And the vector F was given. Vector F is equal to 2zi plus 3xj plus 5ik. We are evaluating the line integral as double integration. So we find first curl f is equal to del cross f equal to determinant I, j, k, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, and components of the vector f 2z, 3x, 5y equal to I into dou by dou y of 5y, 5, minus dou by dou z of 3x, 0, minus j into dou by dou x of 5y, 0, minus dou by dou z of 2z, minus 2, plus k into dou by dou x of 3x, 3, dou by dou y of 2z is equal to 0. That is 5y plus 2j plus 3k. And n ds is equal to, n cap ds is equal to minus dou z by dou x into I minus dou z by dou y into j plus k dA. That is, the given surfaces z is equal to 4 minus x square minus y square. Z is equal to 4 minus x square minus y square. For dou z by dou x equal to minus 2x, dou z by dou y is equal to minus 2y. Therefore, n cap ds is equal to minus dou z by dou x, that is 2xi minus 2y for plus 2yj plus k dA. Therefore, the right hand side double integral over sigma curl f dot n cap ds is equal to double integral curl of 5y plus 2j plus 3k dot 2xi plus 2yj plus k dA. And we take the projection of the to the xy plane. Therefore, double integral over R 10x plus 4y plus 3 dA. And the given surfaces z is equal to 4 minus x square minus y square with boundary C. And if we take the projection of the surface, z equal to 4 minus x square minus y square to the xy plane, it is the circle x square plus y square is equal to 4. For the region of integration is the circle x square plus y square is equal to 4. That is circle with center origin and radius is equal to 2. And if we convert Cartesian coordinates to polar coordinates by the substitution x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta, where theta is the angle between initial line and OP. Therefore, the region of integration is given by theta varies from 0 to 2 pi. The region where theta varies from 0 to 2 pi, then r varies from 0 to radius of the circle x square plus y square equal to 4. Therefore, double integral over r was given by double integral 10 into x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta plus 3, where dA means dx dy, where dx dy change to r dr d theta. That is r dr d theta, where the limit of integration r is varying from 0 to 2 and theta varies from 0 to 2 pi. Equal to double integral 0 to 2 pi 0 to 2 10 into r square cos theta plus 4 into r square sin theta plus 3r dr d theta. First you integrate with respect to r, 0 to 2 pi 10 into r cube by 3 cos theta plus 4 into r cube by 3 sin theta plus 3 into r square by 2, where limit of integration is 0 to 2 d theta, equal to integral 0 to 2 pi, giving the substitution we get 80 divided by 3 cos theta plus 32 divided by 3 sin theta plus 12 divided by 2 d theta. Equal to, next integration is with respect to theta, 80 by 3 integral of cos theta minus sin theta plus 32 by 3 integral of sin theta minus cos theta plus 12 divided by 2 theta 0 to 2 pi. That is 80 by 3 for the upper limit sin 2 pi 0 minus 32 by 3 cos 2 pi 1 plus 12 into 2 pi divided by 2 minus lower limit 0 sin 0 0 cos 0 1 minus 32 by 3 plus 12 into 0 minus 32 by 3 plus 32 by 3 we get 12 pi. For double integral over sigma curl of dot n cap ds is equal to 12 pi, which is the right hand side of the theorem. Now the line integral over c f dot dr, that is the left hand side, we get integral over sigma curl of dot n ds is equal to 12 pi. Now the left hand side, that is integral over c f dot dr is equal to, given vector f is equal to 2zi plus 3xj plus 5ik and vector r is equal to xi plus yj plus 0k, since the line integral LS is equal to vector R is equal to xi plus yj plus zk, where z is equal to 0 since the curve C x square plus y square equal to 4 was taken on the xy plane. Therefore, dr is equal to I dx plus j dy. Then f dot dr is equal to 2z dx plus 3x dy. Then integral over C f dot dr is integral 2z dx plus 3x dy, where C is the circle x square plus y square is equal to 4. It is circle with center origin and radius equal to 2. If we change the circle x square plus y square equal to 4 into polar coordinates, we get x is equal to 2 cos theta, y equal to 2 sin theta, where theta varies from 0 to 2 pi. So we get integral over C is integral 0 to 2 pi 2 into z, where z is equal to 0 in the xy plane dx plus 3 into x is equal to 2 cos theta dy, where dy is equal to y is 2 sin theta, for dy is equal to 2 cos theta d theta, that is into 2 cos theta d theta equal to integral 0 to 2 pi 12 into cos square theta d theta, that is 12 into integral 0 to 2 pi 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2 d theta, that is 6 into integral 1 plus cos 2 theta plus sin 2 theta divided by 2 from 0 to 2 pi, that is 6 into 2 pi sin 4 pi equal to 0. For the lower limit theta equal to 0, we get 0. The answer is 12 pi. Therefore, the line integral gives integral over C f dot dr is equal to 12 pi. And by double integration, sigma integral over sigma curl of dot n ds is equal to 12 pi. So with this, we complete module 2. Thank you.